you had it. Abraham, you ready to go?
It's recording right
All right, hit it. Everybody, let's clap for Betty.
2 summers ago, I went on vacation to Cabo San Lucas. My plan was to drink, hang out, lay by the pool, by the beach, just enjoy the view, not really do much. Unfortunately, we went with some guy friends, and they wanted to walk around, do sporty things, scuba diving, things I did not want to do. One day, we gave in to them, us girls, and we decided to play water polo with them at the pool. I didn't realize how competitive us girls were, especially when we were drinking. I think I got my hair pulled a couple times, scratched, people were throwing punches. It was really crazy. During the game, it was all fun. Nobody noticed anything. We were hanging out. By the time I got out of the pool, I realized I had blood coming out of my chest. I had a huge scratch. I guess one of my friends scratched me in the middle of the game. It didn't really hurt. I mean, I was kind of intoxicated, so I didn't feel much pain. And it dried up. I got a scab. It wasn't a big deal, except for when my scab fell off, I had a huge scar. And it was darker than my skin color, is what made it noticeable. It made me feel really self-conscious because it was such an obvious place. I thought there was nothing I could do for it. I tried creams, all sorts of remedies. Nothing was working. Luckily for me, I had a manager at my current job that specializes in home remedies. So she made for me a lotion that was oil-based, which like this will at least reduce the color of the scar. I didn't believe her. I was like, yeah, right, that doesn't work. Anyway, it totally did work, and you can't even notice it now. It's probably about this big, and the color is slight pink compared to my skin color. After that, I was like, I'm going to find out what other things I can do to help my skin, my body, make it look good all the time. So this is how I came up when I started researching how to make my own lotion bars. So it's better than lotion because lotion bars are oil-based. They're made out of beeswax and sometimes butters. They're really good for your skin because they keep it moisturized longer. You know, when you put lotion throughout the day, sometimes you have to keep reapplying. It's because those are water-based. Lotion bars are oil-based. That's why it ends up lasting pretty much all day. So the 2013 Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology actually did a little survey, and they gave people oil-based lotions, and they realized that it reduces fine wrinkles, it gives you better skin tone and uneven, it ends up taking away the uneven skin tone and the fine lines. So it's good. It's nice to say moisturizer is good for your skin regardless, especially for us who live out here in the desert. It's really hot. So I'm going to show you how to make the lotion bars. First, I'm going to tell you what tools and ingredients we need, how to prepare them correctly, how to use it, and then how to package them. The tools that we need over here, these are mold trays, and you can use whatever size you want. I got little ones just because I wanted little sample ones. You use a glass measuring device, cup, and make sure you use glass because after you have heated your lotion bars, it's really hot. If you pour in a plastic one, it's going to melt. I did that this time actually because I couldn't find my glass one, and I poured it in there and it just shriveled up. You also need a spoon to mix the formula, and then you need a stove to keep it warm. The ingredients that you need, the main ones that you can literally just make if you're going to be simple, the basics are coconut oil or any kind of oil. You can use shea oil, almond oil, and beeswax because that's what's going to make it hard. And then over here are ingredients that you can use for smell. People like to add butters just to keep themselves more moisturized, and then little oils that are concentrated versions of like lemongrass, orange, citrus. That's just kind of for the smell. So once you prepare it, you have to measure everything out and leave the trays ready. So this is one, I made one that was just simple. I put nothing else besides the butter, the little oil to scent it, the coconut oil, and beeswax. And then I made one that I wanted to give it a texture to, so I put cocoa powder on the bottom of that before I was going to pour the mixture in there. It's all measured out. This is my measuring cup that I told you guys melted on the spot. And when we prepare them, first you're going to heat up the oil. Most of the oils here that you can buy, coconut oil, shea oil, they end up solidifying at room temperature. So you definitely need to heat it to melt it. And then the beeswax. The beeswax takes a little longer to melt just because it's very, very solid and hard. After that, you pour it in the cup for easy pouring into your mold trays. After you pour in your mold trays, you're going to refrigerate them for 10 minutes just so they solidify faster and you make sure they're nice and cold. After doing that, we package them. I packaged some for us to try. I have the two different smells. One is lemongrass, and the other one is the cocoa one. So little palm trees are cocoa. Those are going to smell very chocolatey, and the other one's going to smell a little fresh. So you guys can pass those around. And I wrapped those for here just because I wanted to bring a little sample for everybody in plastic. But at home, I kept them just in this whole box without any plastic. And you can also do tin cans, to put in little tin cans or maybe old lotion containers, the ones that are screwed off, so you can carry it easily. Because you don't really want to have these, especially in the desert, just running loose in your purse. Because if they melt, it's going to leave a big oil stain. How to use them? The way to use them is you're going to put them on your skin just like you would a soap bar, and it's going to melt with your body heat. And it's just going to give you a nice little shiny sheen to your skin because it's oil-based. So I taught you, I showed you, what tools and ingredients you might need, the measuring and mixing, how to prepare them correctly, the packaging, and how to use them. So making these is a very easy process. It takes about 15-20 minutes. I enjoy it because you can make it with others. So I did it with my siblings one time. I've done it with my boyfriend, and it's nice to get people in there working with it. And little kids like them a lot just because, like, well, what is this? You know, it's a different shape. At the end, obviously, like I said, taking care of your skin can reduce scars. It helped me a lot. And even if you do not need that, we do live in the desert. It's always hot. I know people get like ashy elbows and everything. So I really like them. I think it's fun. If you're not going to use them for yourself, you can also gift them.